Good evening, everyone. Before I introduce a dear friend, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge Martin and everyone at the Truex Foundation and the Truex family for their efforts in bringing the Pediatric Care Center to Southern Ocean Medical Center. It's something our community is lacking and needs. And as a lifelong member of this community, a mother, and a business owner, I thank you for doing this. Marcia tells me you're a pretty good race car driver, Martin, but this is what makes you a true hometown hero. So thank you. Forgive me if I'm a little nervous. I'm going to read something I prepared. It's my distinct honor to introduce to you the recipient of the 2012 Martin Truex Jr. Foundation Humanitarian of the Year Award, David Christian Caldarella. I'd like to tell you a little bit about David. David is a friend to many. He is a son, he is a brother, he is an uncle, he is a survivor, he is a hero. He loves the beach, he loves his family, he loves his friends. He has a calm presence and a generous spirit. He has an infectious laugh, and you will always be warmed by his big smile. David is also a fighter. He is a stage 4 squamous cell carcinoma cancer survivor. He fought the battle of his life and won. Then he went to battle again. This time it was for other cancer patients. He stood up and spearheaded a mission to raise funds to offset the burdening costs of doctor visits, medicine, treatments, transportation, and hotel costs. David is the founder of the David's Dream and Believe Cancer Foundation, a nonprofit group providing financial assistance to families in need, primarily in New Jersey and most often locally in Ocean County. He does not work alone. David is joined by an army of supporters who believe in his mission, from the generous sponsors who support his fundraising efforts to the many volunteers that work the events. David's mantra is saving lives by fighting cancer together. I have had the pleasure of working alongside David at his events, such as Crabbing for a Cure and Coquina Jam, both in their second year. And there's many more. It is an honor to work alongside David, to watch his organization grow, to watch his dreaming and believing create positivity in so many lives. A humanitarian is described as one who has the interests of mankind at heart. David exemplifies that definition. I can think of no one more benefiting to receive this award than my dear friend, David Christian Caldarella.
I don't know if I can follow that up now. Been an interesting couple of years. Thank you to Martin, Martin's entire family, the Truex Foundation, specifically Michelle, who has just been outstanding to myself and Melanie in our conversations with her. You guys are an example of exactly what we're trying to do in the community, being there for the community. You lead by example. I really, really appreciate that and respect that. Thank you. Thank you to Marty. If you could indulge me for 1 second, I'd like everybody just to close their eyes for 1 second. You have cancer. It's metastasized from your tonsils to your lymph nodes and down your throat. The odds are not great. Okay, you can open them up. Those are the words I heard about 2 years ago, and my life stopped. I remember going to my sister, who's here, Christine, and her husband, Dan, was the first person I went to. And do you remember what you said? Don't let it control you. You decide your terms. I did that. I fought with every breath in my body. And it took almost every breath in my body. But I did. Thank you for that. I'll never forget that. To my parents, real quick, nobody will ever know what we went through behind closed doors for the better part of 6 months. But the one that comes to mind is me laying on the bathroom floor because the tiles were cold. If anybody's had a few too many drinks, you usually find yourself on the bathroom floor. But anyway, that's a story for another day. But it gave me some relief. And I remember my mom putting a blanket on me and my head was against the tub. And that is one of 1,000 stories of you guys being there for me. I'll never forget that. I love you guys. Thank you. The day after hearing I had cancer, stage 4 cancer, I went for a PET scan right here. And it was the first time I actually, that day, had the idea of starting a foundation. The two initial thoughts were I wanted to start a foundation because, one, if I didn't make it, which was a very real possibility given the odds, I wanted to leave something for my nieces and nephew to be very proud of me. The other one was, when I did kick cancer's ass, which I knew I was going to, I knew I was going to pay it forward for the rest of my life. This was going to be my job. This was going to be my life. I'm in. I'm all in. Examples during my battle, just two I want to mention. Kelly Powers, who's here tonight. Wave, Kelly. Kelly would drive from Princeton, which was unemployed at the time, drive from Princeton to Manahawkin, pick me up, drive me up to Philadelphia, drive me back to Manahawkin after every treatment, and then drive back to Princeton. That's community. That's caring for people. That's humanity. Thank you. Yvette Giordano, one of the nurses here at this hospital, which Martin's doing so much for. Yvette, I remember it was after a couple surgeries, and I was there at the hospital for kidney stones. Like, the cancer wasn't enough. Stage 4 wasn't enough. I needed kidney stones now. So I was there for kidney stones after the surgeries and right before chemo and radiation. And I just about was at wit's end saying, really, I need kidney stones now? And Yvette closed the door, sensing I was having a tough time. And Yvette said, it's going to be okay. Let yourself feel. Let yourself feel everything you're feeling, let it go. And I'll never forget Yvette for doing that, and that's just one nurse at this hospital going above and beyond. She's not here tonight, but thank you, Yvette. I just wanted to give you an example of another person stepping above and beyond. We talk about community, and there's a whole nother table here, table 8, of local businesses, but most importantly of friends. Jeremy and Corey from Jetty, if you have kids in the room, I'm sure they're wearing some sort of Jetty gear, or they have a Jetty sticker on their truck or car. Stepped up to the plate and asked me if I wanted to be a part of their surf contest. It was a female surf contest that now we raise money for female breast cancer patients. I was having a tough time with the foundation, and they stepped in, and that one day literally changed the course of the foundation, and again put me all in. Thank you, guys. Melanie and Eric Magaziner, Jen and Bob Nugent, Mud City Crab House, Ship on 'em Shellfish, Black Whale, Mud City Crab Cake, and Forked River. You guys don't know what you did. We sat down 30 days before last year's Crabbing for a Cure, before the event, and put together an event 30 days later. And you guys continually, if I need food, to take to a house with me, they're there. If I need a donation, we're a little running short on funds, they're there. That's humanity. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all you do. I want to give you one example of someone we helped recently, someone local here. American Cancer Society reached out to me recently. They contacted me on a Thursday about a month ago. They had a patient in need of assistance. The patient was a mother of 5 diagnosed with breast cancer. Her husband was taking off from work to take care of her and the kids. They fell behind on their rent and had just received an attorney's eviction notice. 5 children going to be evicted. 2 days later, on that Saturday, myself and Joyce, who's the secretary for the foundation, went up to their house and visited them in Toms River right here. We paid the 3 months past due rent and 1 month in advance, so they weren't going to get kicked out of their house. That's because of communities like this. One person can make a difference. An energized community can change the world. I truly believe that. Lastly, I just want to close with just 2 things. Nike will tell you to their slogan, just do it. It's a good slogan, and I like it. I just want to tweak it a little bit. Do it, whatever you do, but do it with passion, commitment, dedication, and love for others. Go a long way. I'm beyond humbled and honored to receive this award. I really am. And hopefully I'm going to make you proud in the coming years, and you'll be seeing a lot of me and hearing a lot about me, and hopefully we'll be keeping in touch. I just want to close by saying, my name is David Caldarella. I'm a stage 4 cancer survivor and never stop dreaming and believing. Thank you.
David did not know that we were going to do this, but the Martin Truex Jr. Foundation and Board of Directors has come together, and we would like to present David's foundation with a $5,000 check to the Thank you so much. Thank you so much, David. You're a huge inspiration. Your foundation is doing fantastic work, and we hope that you keep it up, and we look forward to continuing to support you all.